Braden right here from the front left.
Hey, Braden. Carl Brennan, WAFM-TV in Huntsville. You have two talented running backs that you'll have the opportunity to block for. Your thoughts about the potential of both being healthy throughout the season and obviously for you being able to block along with your offensive linemen up front?
It's definitely key for them to be healthy throughout the year. I mean, they're a big part of our offense and running the ball, of course. So just keeping them healthy, but I think they're pretty good wear and tear wise and should be good throughout the season.
Next question, Joe.
Joe Whalen, ABC here in Birmingham. Obviously, you guys want to be perfect on every block, every single play. That's an impossible ask for anyone. Does having a running back like Cam who just plows through people kind of give you maybe a little more leeway sometimes? It
definitely helps having like type of player like Carrion and Cam Petway are just being playmakers that sometimes it may not be the perfect look, but they can make a play off it. It kind of vice versa. Like sometimes he may not make the right read, but you just get the right type of block.
Next question from the front left, Rick Carley.
Rick Carley, Fox 6 in Birmingham. How have you seen Gus develop as a coach? What's different about him now than may have been 2 or 3 years ago?
He's definitely kind of taken more of a stepping back from being involved with the offense as much as he used to be in the past. So he's kind of more just overviewing the whole process of being just a head coach, overviewing the entire state of the program, which also kind of helps him just because you have less weight on your shoulders, less that you're concentrating on. So the less you can concentrate on, the more effort and energy you can put into that.
More of a delegator.
Yeah.
Okay, next question here to our front left.
I was wondering if you could tell me what kind of leader Jarrett Stidham seems to be in his command of the huddle. What's he like as far as his persona there?
I mean, he came in pretty early. First off, he just kind of getting a feel for the offense, kind of getting a grasp of it. And since Sean White was basically out the whole spring because his forearm, he broke it during the bowl game, so he had surgery. So he stepped in and really demanded a lot of our team, which is a good thing, of course. Like, he wasn't just sitting back worrying about himself. He really got the team involved, always a vocal leader, which was very, very nice to have.
Braden, next question on the far right, up under the lights.
Colin Deaver with NBC and College Station. Texas A&M and Auburn, an interesting trend in that series since A&M joined the SEC. The road team has actually won every single game in the series. Why do you think that the home team has so much trouble winning at home when you play Texas A&M?
I mean, I don't really think it has anything to do with playing at home too much. It's just the way it's worked out the last couple of years. I mean, I remember 2014, when that was my first year there, just a bad snap, and we just got a slow start. The other year we came out hot at their place, and then the other year we were still kind of figuring out some things on offense. I mean, it's just the way it's been playing out, but I mean, there's really no superstition or if it's the home team or away team.
Braden, we have a question from the far left over here.
Craig Solomon, Junior Alabama Center. Talk a little bit about that competition between those two quarterbacks, as well as the adaptations, the changes to the offense that you will put this year.
The competition, I mean, they're both have playing experience. Jared at Baylor and Sean's been with us for 2 years, done a great job. So, I mean, it's going to be a battle that's going to be going throughout the fall. So, I mean, I feel confident with either one of them behind me. I mean, it's great to have that type of depth, definitely. Also, the offense, the difference it'll be a little bit more balanced, but we'll still be run heavy. We're a run first team. But, I mean, it won't be as lopsided as it's been in the past. So it'll be more balanced, which will keep defenses honest. So that'll help us in the long run, too.
Right
over, yeah. Sarah Hodges, Way 31 in Huntsville. We hear a lot about Jarrett Stidham sort of loving on his linemen. Have you had any experiences with that at all?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he always tells the O-line good job and gives credit to us. I remember one time he took us out for dinner, so that was kind of nice. I mean, offensive line. And plus, he knows that's going to be a heavy bill to pay when you're feeding your offensive line, too, so that was kind of a nice thing for him to do.
Okay, we have a question from the left rear.
Incoming
freshman Austin Troxel, just how much have you got to talk to him and meet with him, and just kind of your first impressions of him coming in? I
definitely got a lot of chances to work with him over this summer. The whole freshman class, really, they've all come in and really taken it upon themselves to come out and work. Like our senior leaders always hold drills during the day, and they've never missed any, and they've always wanted to learn, get on the film and the whiteboard, do all that, kind of just gain grasp of the offense and just kind of gain the culture that we have at Auburn, working and just understanding how things run around here.
Next question here from the center right.
Hey, Braden, Jacques Doucet, WAP-TV in Baton Rouge. What were the emotions at the end of last year's LSU game, perhaps thinking you had lost the game and then won the game?
It was definitely a whirlwind of emotions, to say the least. I mean, I just thought, I didn't know what the time was. I just saw them catching ends. I was hoping that time had run out. I mean, when they said they won for a second, I was just, your heart kind of just drops. It's like, dang. But of course, when they showed that time ran out, it was exciting. It was really a pivotal game in the season, as you could tell. I mean, after that game, it just went on a 6-game run.
And it's been a long time, I think, since Auburn has won in Baton Rouge, a tough place to play. What's the challenge of going there this year?
I mean, Death Valley is always a tough place to play at night or during the day, anytime you're going away. But it's just something, it's an obstacle you have to go through, of course. I mean, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So that's how that pretty much goes.
Braden, we're on the far left in the rear.
Aslan Hodges, CBS Joe. Braden, historically, Auburn hasn't managed expectations all that well, and it's been pretty high on you guys. Do you hope that folks here in this room and across the nation sleep on you guys, or are you embracing the high expectations for Auburn in 2017?
I mean, it doesn't really matter what people think of us. It's just our job to take it upon ourselves to just compete, execute, start off, win week 1, go from there.
Braden, we have a question from the risers right in the middle, right up under the lights.
Hey, Braden, this is kind of an odd question, but if you had to pick a walk-up song for Gus Malzahn, what would that be?
I can't remember what he was saying. He said something about cars. So I don't know what you're talking about, the movie Cars or, but walkout song for him. That'd be a tough one to choose. I can't really. I guess you'd put like some AC/DC for him or something like that. That'd be a good one.
Scoot up just. There we go. Okay, next question here, Joe Whalen.
Hey, Brick. Obviously, as you well know by now, everyone's talking about quarterbacks with you guys, everyone's talking about running backs with you guys. Offensive line, I think, combined over 100 starts. It's one of the 4 or 5 most experienced lines in the country. Is it maybe the strongest unit on the offense for you guys?
I mean, it's definitely a strong point having that experience. Also, that we have the depth this year. Like, if someone went down, you'd be able to fill in a spot. Also, our offense line is very versatile, so players can play multiple positions and without losing a beat.
Braden, over here to the far left.
Brady mentioned earlier how Coach Malzahn's changed strategically. He's more delegating stuff out. Personality-wise, if Trey said the coach seems more cool, calm, collected, have you seen any sort of personality change or any sort of different sort of step to coach?
I mean, he's always been very consistent in his manners. He's never had up or down days. He's just very consistent.
We still have a few moments. Questions for Braden? Got one more right here, Braden, on the center right.
Just curious, a guy that plays in the trenches, how difficult is it to be the same guy in November that you are in September with all the the grind of a week to week of playing in the Southeastern Conference?
Can you repeat that question one more time?
How challenging is it to be the same guy in November as you are early in the season because of the grind and how physical these games are in the conference? I mean, I guess strength and conditioning plays a big role in that.
I mean, you just got to take it upon yourself to keep your same routine, don't fall off. I mean, you can take days off. Like, you may be feeling tired one day, decide not to get a workout in, but you got to take it upon yourself to keep on schedule, do the things you need to do to be able to be the same player that you are from the beginning to the end.
Braden, we have one on the far left in the rear.
A lot of folks talking about Florida State and Alabama in week 1. I know you want to respect your opponent in week 1 as well. With that Clemson game in week 2, is that a motivating factor or a driving force for you guys this offseason? How big of a game could that be for your season?
That's a very big game. I think it will be our first true test and kind of measuring stick of where we're at during the season, but definitely a big game if you can come in and beat the previous national title winner. So definitely a big game.